All right, so I'm going to share that cute IF graphic in our work with me chat, just in case you didn't see that. And all right, so as always, let's check on our people, our points, happy birthdays. But really, you guys, please think, I'm coming off this Arizona trip from last week, and mindset is so important. I mean, they talked about that so much throughout the week. And I know that it's important. You know that it's important. And you think one of the most, I think, damaging thoughts that we can have or assumptions that we can have is that doesn't apply to me. I already know that. I don't need to engage in that. And I think that's very dangerous when we think that we don't need to learn anything new. We don't need to that we don't need to apply ourselves or do some kind of exercise because that doesn't apply to us. I think that is can be dangerous not only to you but to and your ability to grow, but your ability to impact others. I think that that's really important. So make sure that you are continually working on your mindset. And that's just, y'all, I love a good cheesy movie. I love all the cheese TV shows and all that good stuff because we don't have enough cheese in our lives. You know what I mean? We need more cheese. But don't assume that by you saying, affirmations, or you listening to a positive podcast, or because they get on your nerves with their positivity, or reading Bible verses in the morning, or listening to, a good praise and worship song. Don't assume that that's not going to help the trajectory of the rest of your day and how you're able to affect others. So don't assume you don't need it. Don't assume that it's not going to do anything for you. So let's write down, guys, give me 3 things you're thankful for. Cheesier the better. I don't even care. But write down 3 things that you're thankful for, or use this time to listen to a great praise and worship song that just really helps you get into that heart of gratitude. I don't think that Thanksgiving should be the only month that we focus on gratitude. I think that it's a lot more humbling if we can do that all year round. So, all right, we'll do a few minutes. Gratitude, birthdays, and, check your points and write down your points. All right. So hopefully y'all found some really good things to be thankful for. Or that you're grateful for. Okay, so just looking over the calendar, if you weren't on the call last night, we talked about there's a call with the table tonight about the new VIPs. This is people that are brand new VIPs, and everybody comes in as a VIP. So this is for anybody that's new, or even anybody that has been from a preferred customer. If they were a preferred customer and they have been grandfathered in, you can invite them to this too. So that's one call that we're doing with the table tonight at 8:30 Central. Also, don't forget the simple steps to success for tomorrow night at 8 Central. And these are people that are wanting to work the biz, or if you need a refresher. And then Wednesday is a Let Freedom Ring event. I'm going to have 5 guests on, and they're just going to do like popcorn testimonies of what they have found freedom from. So for the next few minutes, just knowing that those things are available specifically this week. Oh, and our that IF, challenge started today. Sorry, my alarm. Y'all, my dog. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Let me put him down. Get down. I'm the only one in the house, and he, I guess, feels safe and secure when he's like right up next to me during this time. Okay. But the IF thing started today, and Sweet Rachel, I think you posted something on Friday. You posted some good wording. Yeah. So about the IF reach out message. So scroll up to Friday. Sweet Rachel wrote just an option of a way that you can reach out to people. And this is for people that have at least 100 PV and they have their products. It doesn't have to be a specific product, but at least 100 PV end products. Or they can still order, and they can be, once they place their order, they can be added to the group, and then they'll get their products in a few days. So they, people that are on the fence, you've been talking to, say, hey, this group starting today, I'd really like you to be a part of it. So look at Rachel's message. It was a good one. Prizes and accountability, and just a fun group to be a part of. So this next few minutes, let's reach out to those that said they were interested, or they've been ghosting you for a minute. So this is a great way to reach out. Great excuse to reach out to them. So let's do that for a few minutes. Or if they've already been into the, being added to the group, then let's take these few minutes and reach out to people about the calls for this week. I will put the schedule in the Work With Me chat, so you know what all's going on this week, and invite your people to it. And if they aren't able to catch it live, that's great. Say, hey, do you want me to send you the link? So let's do that for the next few minutes. All righty. Next, we are going to do a little bit of team building. And when I say team building, this doesn't necessarily mean just your business builders, but also level ones, people on your team that are active and happy, or maybe not, but aren't actively involved in building the business. These level ones are so important to love on them, even if they're just quote unquote product takers. You still want to let them know about our events. You still want to personally invite them to what's going on in the team. You want to help build that culture. And I want to encourage you guys, something that, y'all, I shared a little bit last night on the Sunday night call, but there's just so much I wish I could share with you all. But I'm going to have to do it in just snippets. Okay. But whenever we reach out to someone on our team, because I'm wanting y'all to do that here in just a minute. The next activity that we, sorry, my clock. That's the next activity we're going to do is to reach out to level one, but hang on a second. Emotional intelligence is something that we had talked about this week in Arizona. And I'm gonna put in the chat something I want you guys to think about as far as like before you reach out to someone and you assume why they're not working the business, or you assume why they're ghosting you, or you assume why they never come to any of the events or anything, or any of the things that you invite them to. Before we assume that, we need to, it's called the stop, and we need to stop, STOP. So are these emotions serving me? Are these thoughts true? Am I overreacting? Where's the proof that this thought is true? So you cannot assume what someone's going through, what someone needs, or what someone doesn't need, because that is called emotional intelligence. So we have to understand us before we can understand someone else. That's a whole nother thing. But I want you to reach out to your level ones. Don't assume why they aren't doing more in their business. Don't assume why they aren't responding to you. If they're not a business builder, they're just a happy wholesale customer now. But let's reach out to them. And I want you to pick two people, two level ones. And if you don't have any, really good business builders, that's okay too. You can pick a quote unquote business builder, or just a happy level one customer, but pick two people on your level one right now. Pick two people. Hopefully they're in your mind. And I want you to message them simply something like this, hey, happy Monday, whatever. And then something like, when do you have 15 minutes this week to chat? I'd really love to catch up. That's it. Not about Plexus, not about holidays, not about anything, just 15 minutes. And then that way they know, okay, she doesn't want to chat for an hour. Say, hey, when can you chat for 15 minutes this week? I would really love to catch up. Heart emoji or smiley face with a heart. Okay. Just light, breezy, easy. So pick two people to do that with, and let's message them right now. This is just connecting. This is investing in your team. This is networking. This is business building, even if it's just a level one, that's just a happy customer. Because you never know, eventually, you may become the leader that they want to follow. They don't know it yet, but they will. So be investing. So pick two people to send that message to, okay? All right. Hopefully you're able to reach out to those two level ones and set up a chat date on the phone or Zoom or somehow 15 minutes just to say hey. Okay, so for the last few minutes, I want us to literally network. This is what always opens the door to anything that we're wanting to invest in people's lives, whether it's you want to invest your business or you want to invest your faith or you want to invest your friendship, you have to network. So go in there and add new Facebook friends, add new Instagram friends. If you don't know how to do this yet, one of the best ways you can go is to go to someone you're already friends with, look at their friends list and hit suggestions, and it'll bring you up a list of all the people that y'all are already connected to. You're just not friends with. Does that make sense? So you have like 20 mutual friends. Maybe this is a friend you might like to friend. Do you know what I mean? So I like to do this with my family, my friends, not my business people. Okay. You don't want to take other, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to target other people for your business. So you want to go to your friends and family that are not Plexus related and have an honest, genuine request to be their friend. Do you know what I mean? And also, if you're not participating in a Facebook group, please go find a Facebook group to be something that you're interested in: gardening, kids, homeschool, recipes. I am in several healthy recipes groups and things like that. People just share their recipes and it's great. Healthy, ideas, keto, low carb, whatever it is you're looking for. A running group, a crafting group, whatever it is. So if you're already in that group, if you're not in a group, go find a group. If you are in a group, let's use these few minutes to respond, comment to things that they posted, ask a question, make that connection. Don't try to bring up Plexus in these groups. You want to do that, make a connection first, and then you outside of that group, you start your personal chat, and then eventually bring up Plexus. But this is network marketing for a reason. And also add to your hot 20 list. So your hot 20 list is those people that just be rock stars. You just love to work with them. So you have your hot 20 list. Make sure you're adding at least one person to that today while you're networking. Okay. So let's do that for the last few minutes. All right. I know that was a quick few minutes. I want to leave you guys with something. Um, One of the things that they talked about, being emotionally aware, this past week. How does being self-aware, which sounds so Dr. Phil, right? But how does being self-aware affect your business, relationships, and life? We need to make sure that we ask for help when we need it. When we know we're not going where we want to go, we have to ask ourselves why. This is where that inner dialogue comes, where that self-awareness comes. You have to be aware of where you are, but also be aware of where you are not. And then that's what's going to lead to growth. Because if you know where you are, but you also know where you're not, you need to ask for help maybe about this. This is where I am, but this is where I know I'm not in this area. And I need to ask for help and how to get me to where I want to be. We can't assume that the reason that our business is the way that it is isn't because of us. So how can we change, shift, and get on a better track? Because if something's not working where you are wanting it to go, the train's not moving in the direction you're wanting it to go, you got to find another track. Ask for help for someone to help you get back on the right track. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why we don't like to do self-awareness. I'll tell you for me, for sure, but I don't like to be self-aware because that leads to shame. We want to avoid shame. So we don't like to do the hard things. But if you're wanting to be a successful person, you have to do what successful people do. They don't avoid self-awareness. If you're wanting to, what did she say? Oh my goodness, y'all. Christina Williams, she's just something else, y'all. If y'all don't know Christina Williams or follow her, y'all need to see what she's got going on, because she tells it like it is, and you just, okay, that's what I needed to hear. She says you can never reap what you're unwilling to sow. So if you're not sowing those seeds of plentifulness and culture and abundance, if you're not sowing those seeds of relationships, you can't expect to get that back. So don't expect to reap what you're unwilling to sow. You need to change your seeds, get new seeds. Don't expect success not to be hard. And also, last thing, don't open your book at chapter 37. You got to start at chapter 1. So if what's happening right now is not where you want it to be, you got to close that book, start back at chapter 1, and let's build it back up. So I hope you guys have a great week. I love you. I'm also going to be leading on Wednesday. So y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I got a field trip. Spelling, not really field trip, spelling bee. My daughter is going to state spelling bee competition. I don't even know where, but I'm driving her and some other kiddos there. I don't even know. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning, but I'll be back with y'all on Wednesday. So I love you. See y'all later. Bye.